Hey, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to kind of jump back on and maybe make another cool video of a cool car I kind of have the privilege to work on. Unfortunately, this car is not mine. I don't even think I can even afford one of these right now. So, but here, I'll show you. This is a good buddy of mine's car, and it's too cool of a build to just not document whatsoever. If you follow me on other social media like Instagram and stuff like that, you will see I have been working on this car already. We've already done 0304 Cobra IRS in the rear with maximum, bill signs, all that good stuff. And in the front, it has a full Ride Tech SLA setup. And by that I mean it's a short long arm, so double wishbone suspension, whatever you want to call it, but it completely gets rid of the whole McPherson strut. We've already started a little bit on the fuel system. Next part of the car is to literally gut the entire drivetrain. So yes, this is a real deal 93 Cobra. It even has like the little stickers over here. It has one that's painted right there. So this car has seen some shit over the years, but regardless, it's pretty cool to take a perfectly functioning car and just fuck it up for all those like purebred headed type of guys that want to leave this car like showroom finish and in a bubble. So this car is going to be a little bit of a track car slash Sunday cruiser. Like the owner, he wants to drive this thing at least 3 times a week to work. So that's why we went IRS, a good front suspension, and the engine, well, that's going to be for a future topic. But this car will retain AC. It will have, full power steering. It's going to have a lot of amenities, but we're just kind of jack up the, the horsepower a little bit more. And just the fun, I guess, the fun driving ability, So we're going to get rid of the T5. We don't need that no more. It's going to get a, nice 6-speed in there. So first things first, let's go ahead, start ripping into this thing, get that whole engine out. That way we can clean up the engine bay, maybe kind of give it a little bit of lipstick here and there, and prep it for the new drivetrain. Because the new drivetrain is going to be very nice. So you can already see we've already started doing a little bit of wiring here. I kind of wish it was something more along these lines, but it's not going to be. So let's just go ahead and just start ripping all this stuff out. Alright, so I still don't have the engine out. I started taking some parts out. And where I kind of want to bring something up is that when everyone says, oh, I love old cars because they're so much easier to fucking work on, all those people don't know what they're fucking talking about. Because newer cars, they're, especially like, say like a Coyote, very easy to work on. You got your spark plugs up top, everything is nice and fresh, you don't have stuck bolts. Especially if you buy a car that's not been modified, very easy to work on. Old cars, I start off with trying to take off the intake manifold, can't take that off, gotta take off some vacuum lines. Get to there, AC pump is in the way. Try and take off the AC pump. Of course, every nut and bolt is a different size. It's some are 13 mils, some are halves or 9/16. So say fuck it, I'm gonna go on somewhere else. Then I start working over here. Then here's just this random thing. I believe this car did have a blower on it. So I honestly have no clue what this would even do on the supercharger. Maybe it looks like a weird filter. So just like extra stuff that does need to be removed. So if you're buying a project, buy the cleanest version of said project that you can afford, is my bit of advice. Because like say that 350 over there, that was the easiest engine pull ever. Came out of a Tahoe that's gonna go get built, all that good stuff. That was super easy because that Tahoe was 100% unmolested. All the clips were essentially brand new. Everything was easy to work on. This, you got to be a little bit more careful because there's already some broken ones. There's stuff like this where it's been repaired multiple times over the years. So you just got to be very careful. So I kind of just wanted to drop that little tidbit that old cars, unless they have been completely gutted and rebuilt with brand new stuff, they suck to work on, honestly. Yeah, it's very annoying. And then, oh, never mind. I thought this was those who know, when you see something shaped like this, usually it'll have about 10, let's just say like fun poppers attached to it. But yeah, just to the trash. But all right, I'm gonna keep going, see if I can get this intake manifold, the AC out of the way, and get some more of these bracketries out of the way. But yeah, so if anyone says that they love working on old cars because they're simple, has never worked on a mid-80s, I don't want to call this car a shitbox, but a shitbox, mid-80s shitbox, because people just fuck with them. They're constantly doing stuff like this. And this is where I'm really happy we're doing something like this, where it's all going to be brand new, and we never have to deal with this ever again. So that's literally the only way you can actually properly get one of these to run, is just throw it all away. Just get it out, just grab it, and just throw it away. And just put all brand new shit in there. Then it's easy to work on. Alright, cool. So I do have the motor out. Went ahead and just kind of gave the engine bay a quick detail. Here you can kind of see what happens with these Fox bodies. That's why you really got to wash your engine bay every now and then, and really get up underneath that battery. Just all this corrosion. So probably eventually we'll get to that. Next order of business is to really strip everything out of this engine bay that we're not going to be using, like the old speedo cable that's been cut. Probably going to be swapping out this clutch cable as well, so we're going to pull that. The steering rack is going to go. The sway bar is going to go. This air intake is going to go. All of this will probably clean it up a little bit, but we'll probably still leave it. The MSD ignition coil, we'll still probably pull it just to kind of help clean a little bit underneath this engine bay. Actually, yeah, that's going to go as well. So we're going on coil unplug setup. We have a nice little surprise there, but I'll show you guys that later. So we got the motor out and the transmission's sitting over here. So this thing was absolutely crusty. It was just covered in oil. But yeah, there you go. So this is I'm not sure if I want to split this whole episode into like a bunch of phases or cut it here, but this is, I guess you could say, the start for the engine swap on the 93 Cobra. Again, just a quick recap. We already have S550 15-inch Brembos, a complete SLA kit from Rytec, so you can kind of see it through there. But, oh, there you go. With coilovers, MMK member, and a full IRS swap as well. So I'll probably cut it there, just so it's not a super long episode, and then I'll probably just try and turn these out as fast as possible, or put the whole thing out all at once, but in just like little bite-sized pieces. So that is phase 1, and in phase 2 we will clean the engine bay and start prepping the new torpedo. And by torpedo I mean engine, flywheel, clutch, transmission that's chilling over there. We have a whole host of parts going on this car. More stuff over here, stuff over there, stuff over there, stuff everywhere, stuff inside the car. It's just an absolute mess. So there you go. Should be a pretty fun kick-ass build once it's done. But there's still a lot of work. But this is the nice thing of just doing everything all at once, because you can just throw everything the fuck away and start with like a really nice clean slate, and I think it'll just end up that much better and that much easier to troubleshoot and work on in the future. So yeah, there you go. So if you like the build, follow, subscribe, like, do all those things. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.